That's it until tomorrow. I'll see you all at the same time.
Tania, do you think you could hold him up for a minute?
Yeah, sure. Could you all just wait for just a minute? This is Mr. Jones, and he works with the police department.
Hello.
Any luck with the sketch?
No, but I'd like to show it to him, if it's okay.
Yeah, sure. Can you all take a look at a sketch that Mr. Jones has? It's, a sketch of a man the police are trying to locate.
Have you seen him?
No.
What is it?
Frisco, this is Marie Gates.
I'm not quite sure.
That you've seen him?
I'm trying to think.
Have you seen this man in the hospital?
No.
Marie, you're doing beautifully, Marie.
I'm having some speech problems after my stroke.
That's all right, Mrs. Gates. You just take all the time you need. I got all day.
The face is familiar, but where I saw it, when I saw it, I don't know.
Don't say I don't know yet, okay? Look at the picture. Now close your eyes and just relax and let your mind wander a little bit. Take your time.
He bumped into me on the street. Yes, on the street.
Any idea when?
Oh, weeks ago.
Now, Miss Gates, you're doing great. You're doing just fine. Let's not worry about when right now, okay? Let's try to concentrate on where you might have seen this man on the street, okay?
I dropped some packages. That's it.
Do you know where you dropped them?
Yes. And in front of the Port Charles Orphanage. Christmas packages.
You were taking the packages to the orphanage.
Yes.
You know, I bet you'll even be able to remember what day that was. Can't you?
Yes. It was 2 days before Christmas.
The day Neil Johnson was murdered.
Yes.
Frisco Jones, please report to Anna Devane's office immediately.
Oh, do I have some news for her?
Jones, please report to Anna Devane's office immediately.
You know what, Miss Gates? You're gonna do just fine.
I want all the prints taken from this and matched to the ones of the hospital personnel that may have touched the note, okay? Now, those prints are already in the lab.
I'll get right out.
Thank you very much.
Excuse me. It's okay. I got something for you.
Oh, goodness, I could do something.
The guy who kidnapped Bobby, it turns out that he was in Port Charles the day Neil Johnson was murdered.
Great work, Frisco.
Bit of a breakthrough, huh?
Absolutely, but listen, don't tell anybody. Now, where was he spotted?
In front of the Port Charles Orphanage. The woman's name is Marie Gates. She's in Tania's speech therapy class, and she lives in Port Charles.
Excellent, we've got a witness. All right, I'll get someone over there to take a sketch to the orphanage.
I already took care of that.
You did?
Yeah, I ran into my partner at the academy at the hospital.
Oh, who's that, Samantha?
Yeah, so I told Sam to take the sketch over to the orphanage. She's going to give me the report at Kelly's when I meet her later.
Oh, that's great. I'm afraid I've got something to tell you. Now, Bobby was given a note today at the hospital. It was from the man who kidnapped her in Laurelton.
What kind of note?
A threatening note, saying that if she identified him, she would be killed.
Oh. Man, she's had it tough lately.
I know. No Not only is this man a kidnapper, but he uses death threats too.
Put that together with Tania's missing key to the brownstone, and the fact that the kidnapper was in Fort Charles the day Neil Johnson was murdered.
Yes. It may mean that our murderer isn't actually a resident at the brownstone at all.
Anyway, I just left Anna's office a little while ago, and we...
Frisco,
Hi,
sweetheart.
Ruby. How are you? Good to see you.
You too.
Sit down. Oh, I'm sorry, you two don't know each other, huh? This is, Sam.
Some Sam.
Hi, Ruby. It's Samantha.
Well, that's a little better.
It's nice to meet you. I've heard a lot about you.
Oh? How is Felicia?
Oh, she's great. She's great. Her grandmother's getting a lot better, too. Sam's over at the academy with me. We're working on a special assignment, Ruby.
Oh. You know Felicia is a wonderful girl.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, a couple cups of your delicious coffee would be just perfect. You want something to eat or anything?
Oh, no. Coffee's fine.
Yeah, 2 cups, please, Ruby.
Okay, but it just hasn't been as good since Felicia left.
So Felicia makes great coffee, too, huh?
Well, Felicia does everything almost better than anybody else. There you go, sweet. Oh, excuse me, darling.
So, there was no luck with the sketches at the orphanage?
No, nothing.
Damn. We'll have to tell Anna that when we meet with her.
When did you last talk to Felicia?
Yesterday, Ruby. Yesterday.
I bet she can't wait to get home.
You know, she can't. And, hi, Mike.
And I bet you can't wait to have her get home.
You bet. Is, something wrong with Mike? He didn't say hi.
Problems at home. Jenny, Rick. I wish you'd talk to him.
Excuse me. Hey, Mike. I said hi to you over there. I guess you didn't hear me, huh?
No, sorry, Frisco. I didn't hear you.
Really? Got some problems or something?
Yeah, I got some bad ones. It's my folks.
Oh. Problems with the folks, huh? Sit down. I'll tell you, I had a lot of problems with my family when I was growing up.
Well, you know about Terri being my real father.
Yeah. But hey, Mike, you got it great. I mean, you got 2 fantastic guys for fathers. And you know what? I think your mom.
I was getting jerked in all directions, so I had to back out. There was too much fighting.
Oh, Mike. Every family fights. You know, all the neighbor kids you hang out with, you go over to their houses, their families are always fighting, aren't they? I mean, my family was the same way. You know my brother Tony, right? Well, me and Tony have some of the biggest fights even still. I mean, we're grown up and we still fight. But you see, that's not all bad, Mike, because if you keep all those feelings inside, it just builds to more anger. And the only problem is that sometimes people get hurt when they fight.
Guy like you ever get hurt?
Yeah. Yeah, I got hurt real bad. Sometimes inside, you see. Oh, I can tell you some stories about me and my father.
You could?
Yeah. You know, I said some things to him that I still regret, even to this day, Mike.
Did you ever get a chance to tell me you were sorry?
Well, by the time I worked up enough courage to tell him I was sorry, he died.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Thanks. Well, listen, I gotta get back to my company over here, okay?
Mhm.
So if you ever need to talk again,
Yeah, I might.
okay, you can get a hold of me at the police station, all right?
You a cop already?
Well, I'm working awful hard with Anna Devane to get to be one, so keep your fingers crossed and don't forget our talk, okay?
You got it.
Come in, Anna. Everyone's here except for Frisco, Felicia, Tony, and Tania.
That's all right. I just want to speak to the people from Laurelton anyway.
Anna, have you found anything out from that note that was sent to Bobby at the hospital?
Yes, we have 3 sets of prints on it. One is Amy's, one is obviously yours, Bobby, and the third one is unidentified, but we're having it processed through the lab at the moment. Now, I'm very glad that we could all get together here today.
The third set of prints.
Yes.
Could they be the prints of the guy that kidnapped Bobby?
I suppose so. I want to ask some questions now. Okay. What I really want to know is why there is so much secrecy surrounding the Purity Water Company in Laurelton.
Secrecy?
Yes.
There is no secrecy. It's a small town company that's been in existence for years and years. How ridiculous to say there's secrecy.
I think it's a little ridiculous to say that there isn't, Mrs. Talbot.
Are you calling me a liar?
Jennifer?
I want to know why this bottle with the picture on it was kept away from me while I was in Laurelton recently. Did you see any of these when you were there? I've never seen this. Terry, what is this?
Could I explain that? You see, years ago, when the company was first founded, Jennifer was the first Miss Purity cover girl, so to speak. And then Terry's mother was next, and then Terry was the third. So you see, there's really no mystery.
Okay, is this bottle familiar to you?
Sure.
Patrick?
Of course. Ted's right. There's no mystery.
Well, actually, he's wrong. The mystery is why this bottle with the picture was hidden from me on my recent trip to Laurelton. So, can somebody please clear that up for me?
Well, perhaps you didn't notice it, that's all.
I noticed it when I ran across where they had been hidden, Mrs. Talbot. Well, it's obvious that I'm not going to get an answer to that today. So we'll move on. I would like to know the names of all the board members of the Purity Water Company. Could somebody please help me with that?
I can. We have a list of all the board of directors on our stationery. Oh, I just happen to have some in my purse. A piece of stationery I was going to make a list on while I was here. And, oh, yes, here it is. There. I didn't get the list made, of course, but there it is.
Thank you.
Now, Mr. Vane, you can't tell this by just looking at those names. But the board of directors is made up of all the oldest families in Laurelton.
The elite.
One might say that.
I see your names here, of course, Mrs. Talbot. And Ted Holmes and Nick Broder, that's the sheriff.
Yes, poor, but old family, just the same.
And you're the president, Mrs. Talbot.
Yes?
Can I ask why Earl Moody's name is still on here?
Of course, it's a lifetime thing. You see, we weren't aware of his demise until just recently.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I suppose with my shares, I'd be Earl Moody's replacement.
Well, I think that depends on a lot of things.
Well, let me just put it to you this way, Jennifer. As of the moment, I have controlling shares.
But we haven't been worried about who has the most shares.
Yeah, well, I'd start worrying about that right now, Madam President.
I'm not going to mince words, Mr. Bain.
That's fine with me.
We'll let the chips fall where they may. Now, Kevin, I'm sorry. Patrick's your brother, and I know how you feel about him.
Why don't you go right ahead, Mrs. Talbot?
Why haven't you arrested Patrick for the murders of Neil Johnson and Earl Moody? You've suspected him all along. You've had him in for police questioning, and you've shown very little concern for the rest of us and our safety.
I do not have enough solid evidence to give to the district attorney, Mrs. Talbot. And also there's the fact that Tania has some missing keys, which means that the murderer does not necessarily have to be a resident of the brownstone.
I really hate to break this to you, Jennifer, but any half-decent defense attorney would tear any case against Patrick to shreds right now.
I don't have any more questions to ask, and I'm certainly not going to answer any.
Ted, I want to talk to you.
If you'll excuse us.
We're due at the hospital. We gotta go.
All right.
I'm going to walk with you.
Okay.
It's imperative that we get Russell, get him out of Fort Charles. Warn him.